Hey everybody, how's it going? This video is about hurricane preparedness on our homestead. Now, you might not recognize the signs, but these impending clouds are the beginning of a major hurricane, Hurricane Florence. Ironically named Hurricane Florence because I live in Florence, South Carolina. We're about 70 miles from the coast, but we're going to have some major devastating weather. Now, we've been here before, we've done this before. I'm going to walk you through how we prepare. So obviously, like most people, we have little lanterns. This is an electric lantern, battery powered. And unlike some people, we have backup power. Now, let's talk about generators for just a minute. You are not going to run your entire house on the generator for 5 days, okay? We only run it a couple hours twice a day, and we basically keep the refrigerator and the freezer from thawing. We also use it to pump water from our well, and we also use it to recharge cell phones, etc. Okay, I'm a pretty experienced electrician, so if you're going to do what I'm going to show you, I would hire it out. But basically, this generator goes up to 240 volts. You need 240 volts to be able to run a 1.5 horsepower well pump. We have a deep well pump. It's like 300-foot well, and you need a lot of power to pump that water. Little generator is not going to do it. So instead of actually wiring this to the pump, what I did was I installed an external outlet. So the generator will put 240 volts into here. This goes into the house, and I'm going to show you that next, where I turn off the main power to the house coming in. Then, with the generator running, I turn on individual circuits for what I want to run. Okay, let's pretend the power goes out. I turn the switch off outside, coming in from the electric company. Then I turn this switch off, so there's no chance of electricity coming in or out back into the power lines. Then I turn all the switches off. I turn the generator switch on, so the power's coming in, and then I pick which switches I want. So if I just want the well, if I just want the freezer, if I just want the kitchen, I just pick the switches that I want, because that generator, it's 8,000 watts, cannot power everything all the time. And so I've got 20 gallons of gas, fresh gas, in some cans. Then my truck has 25 gallons of gas in it. The van has another 20 gallons of gas in it. And if I really had to, I could go ahead and siphon out from the lawnmowers, etc. Okay, regarding food and water. Food really is the least of anybody's concern. I mean, you can live a month without food. And most people have a ton of food, whether they realize it or not. They got plenty. The big thing for me is I've got extra cat food, I've got extra dog food. Now regarding bottled water, I don't buy it, I don't drink it, I don't have any prepared before the hurricane. I'll show you some backup plans. Alright, you want some water? Here's some water. Now in the past, when I didn't have a generator that could run my well pump, I've actually used pool water for cleaning to water the animals, that is to give them water to drink. We have goats, chickens, we got the 2 semi-pet deer, we've got the dog, we got the cats. And you know what, if you really had to, you can drink the pool water. I would probably boil it, but you can definitely do that. Okay, cooking. We're probably not going to do a lot of cooking, but if we have to, I can use the barbecue grill, which is propane. I've got some charcoal briquettes, if I wanted to use those. Hell, I could start a fire in the house in a fireplace. We have a wood-burning fireplace, and I can cook on that. Okay, finally, we're not going to be out during the hurricane, obviously. But we are going to take everything down that can blow away or become a projectile, go through a window, something like that. Now, this modular home is rated for hurricane strength winds. It's actually tied down, hurricane straps tying it down to the ground, and solid construction. I'm not worried about anything, the roof falling off or anything like that. Now, based on experience, there's going to be down power lines, there's going to be down branches, there's probably going to be broken trees blocking my driveway. I'm going to let it sit for a few days, let the county, let the state start cleaning up the roads. I'm not going anywhere. After the hurricane, when everything's calm, then I'm going to start sawing things up. So I've got this big pole saw for what I call widowmakers. Widowmakers are branches that are broken, but they're hanging there. And then I've also got 2 chainsaws for the smaller work. Now, I'll go ahead and try to take some footage during and after the hurricane, and I'll show you what this is like. I'm really not worried about it as far as us and our homestead. What I really worry about is people who haven't evacuated from the coastal area. I worry about people who aren't prepared. I worry about people that for whatever reason are going to be vulnerable to the big effects from the storm.